all sitting comfortably for the next instalment. So we'd left it in the last one, where Phoebe had got to the door marked Flavour Library, please knock and come in. So Phoebe did as it said, and that was where we left it. We'll find out who's on the other side of that door today, and what adventures are going to happen. It starts with this picture here, the Flavour Library. Phoebe sat down gratefully in the chair Zam had offered her. "I'm Zam Zephyr, from Trapwine," he said. "That's a nasty bruise you have there." "Phoebe Limetree," said Phoebe weakly, "from Nightingale. A giant scared me and I fell." Zam smiled as he crossed the room and began looking through the jars on the shelves. He selected a few and poured their contents into a small bowl. Phoebe couldn't notice how tidy and well ordered everything looked. "Giants are more scared of you than they are of them," he said, "and I should know, because giants were the first people I met when I came here to the Tumbledowns." Phoebe touched her forehead and winced. "The Tumbledowns? Yes, I remember now. There was a girl holding a sword, and its handle was glowing." "Glowing?" asked Zam, looking thoughtful, and pouring the contents of the bowl onto the towel, which he folded and pressed against Phoebe's head. I dropped my cello, and she caught it as it fell." "Cello?" said Zam. The towel felt deliciously cool against Phoebe's head, and the pain seemed to melt away. "Are you just going to repeat everything I say?" she asked. "What sort of wood was the sword handle made from?" asked Zam, ignoring her question. "Did it look the same as this?" And he took the Runcible spoon from his top pocket. Phoebe sat up in her chair, and the towel fell into her lap. Now that her head no longer hurt, her thoughts were clear. "You," she said softly, "you're the boy with the spoon. You ran away. My cello had a dream about you." This all starts to sound a little bit crazy, doesn't it? "Your cello had a dream?" Zam looked surprised. Phoebe nodded. It's a magical cello. It talks to me. That's how we got into trouble in Nightingale. Tree magic isn't allowed there by order of the clockmaker, so I had to get away. It was too dangerous to stay. Zam sat down opposite Phoebe and thoughtfully turned his Runcible spoon over in his hand. "I found this spoon in my bakery in Troutwine. I didn't understand at first, but it has tree magic in it too. Anything I stir with it, anything I make, comes to life." "So you baked all those gingerbread people," said Phoebe, wide-eyed, "and the little sugar girl?" "The sugar-spun princess," said Zam. "That's right. I made her and Ginger first, before I understood what the spoon could do. But we had to run too. The League of Rats wanted to burn the spoon, and we had to escape from Troutwine." "I saw rats in Nightingale," said Phoebe excitedly. "They were with the clockmaker and his tin men." "Tell me everything," said Zam. So Phoebe did, and in turn Zam told her about the rats, the Grand Duchess's tea ball, escaping from Troutwine, and arriving at the Tumbledowns. "And that's where I met Griselle Barkfire," Zam continued. "She introduced me to other giants, and they gave me their kitchen cavern to use. It needed a lot of tidying, but I enjoyed that. I had a lot of help too, not just from the giants. You saw some of the others down in the kitchen." Phoebe nodded. "Wensley and Airedale, they're the goat boys from the Western Mountains. Theodora is a river sprite from a pool below the North River Falls. And I'm not sure where Arnie and Kat are from originally. They may be an owl and a cat, but they're my best bread bakers. You see, the Tumbledowns seem to collect all of us that have run away from places where we don't quite fit in." Phoebe nodded again. "Brooklyn, the water badger, brings us all the flour and eggs and sugar we need from Troutwine." I love these pictures of some of Zam's companions there. Move it along a little bit. So we've got Theodora. Oh, move it that way. And the others on this side here. "And the giants bring firewood and forest fruits from the great wood. And in return we bake them daily bread. Brooklyn has also just taken our first batch of pastries and cakes to Troutwine, where they've been very popular. And although no one knows where they're from," Zam said with a smile. "But what about the Runcible spoon? Where do you think it came from?" said Phoebe. Zam frowned and looked down at the spoon in his hand. I'm not sure, he said slowly. It's a mystery. I know it has tree magic, but I don't know how it came to be in Bakery Number 9, or why I have it. Sam passed the runcible spoon to Phoebe, and it began to glow in her hands. I think you can tell me where it came from, she said. At the heart of the Forever Tree, an old lady has a tree root workshop. And Phoebe told Sam the story of how the magical objects had been made especially for them and delivered by the bears. Finish that last one with that picture there of Phoebe sitting very thoughtfully, with the spoon in her hands, listening to what it's telling her. So I wonder where the mystery will take us next and where the girl with the glowing sword has got to. But we'll find out later on.